looking like he's got one more good run. Sips a little shaky, but his heart is still true. Oh, how that dog loves hunting with me and you. Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy, run. Everything you need is here under the sun.
Sporting Dog Adventures podcast is proudly brought to you by Soggy Acres Retrievers. My name is Jeff Fuller. I've been breeding dogs for over 20 years, and it is my passion. We love putting best friends in people's homes and selling them that dream of riding the truck next to you, running around the field on a hunt, or just being a best friend at your house. If you're looking for a high-quality Labrador Retriever puppy, please check our website out as www.soggyacres.com. Or you can call me at 262-215-9683 or email me sportingdogtv@gmail.com. Remember, whether it's yellow, black, or chocolate, everyone deserves a soggy dog. Here at the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast, we are all about the dogs. As our listeners, we want to thank you all for listening. We want to ask you a favor. Please give us a 5-star rating. Give us a thumbs up. Share us with your friends. If you can support us financially, go to Anchor Support and support us there. We are only as strong as our fans and your help that you give us, where we are going to spread our love for dogs and dogs in the field. Please share it to your friends and family. Please help us grow. Thank you again so much for listening to us. God bless. Welcome to the Sporting Dog Adventures podcast. I am your host, Jeff Fuller, and I have a podcast that has the same title for our main topic, our tip section for dogs, as well as our tip section for hunting. And that topic is Patience Helps Success. My goodness, folks, are we a society that just does not want to wait anymore? Whether it's waiting for an answer, whether it is waiting for success in the field or waiting for a puppy, you have to slow things down. We are no longer at any way where we have patience. Everything is instant gratification. And I am going to talk about each of these topics in their own right with the subgroup that they're in, to basically show you why it's important to have patience. So let's first start to, you're going to buy a puppy or a dog. And this is something that I do, obviously, with my business. But the number of times that we get people that are just panic-stricken, they put down a deposit. They've researched the product, which is a puppy or a started dog, a trained dog that they want to buy. And they've taken the time to meticulously go through and find the right person they want to do business. And then they hear about a puppy that's available now, and they want their deposit back, which, again, we've talked about this in the past. A deposit's a deposit. It protects both the client as well as the company. So if you have a deposit, you're not going to get it back. And they'll eat the deposit. We have people that will forfeit their deposit just for timeline. When you are buying a puppy or a trained dog, realize if you're only waiting a few months longer, even a year longer, you're going to have this animal for hopefully 15 years. Look at why you chose the place that you're going to buy from. Is it something that was researched out? What made you feel comfortable? You're going to have someone that has great pedigrees, great health on their dogs, a great reputation. They're going to have a look in a dog that you are looking for. They're going to have dogs that can do the job that you want them to do, whether that is just riding next to the seat in the car with you as your champion, or running a competition, or hunting in the field, or all the above. We sell to all sorts of people, and they all have different ideas of what their perfect dog is, and they choose our kennel because we check off the boxes. As well as if you choose a kennel from a dog from somewhere else, you're going to have a reason why you're buying from that company. Stick with your original idea. I've had people that want to cancel because 2 weeks earlier they can get a puppy. I try to be painstakingly slow in the process of explaining where we are at and how we do our litters so that I can weed people like this out, because quite honestly, if I have someone that is only about getting a dog just to get a dog, I really don't want to sell them one of our pups. We don't have an issue selling our puppies. They are generally always sold before they're born. We have a long waiting list that pretty much puts everyone out 4 to 6 months if you're going to get a pup. Occasionally we'll have one available sooner, but we have a long list of folks that have educated themselves and talked to other people and got word of mouth, watched our stuff, our past TV shows where they can see our dogs in the field, and they've made that decision. But I still beat them over the head with reality that until a dog is bred, it is 4 months from the time a heat cycle starts to take home of a puppy. And with our kennel, we don't even worry about telling someone that, yes, we have you in a litter until we actually have that puppy in the litter. Why is that? Because if there's something that happens, it can be very stressful in a family. If you are in a litter and something happens to that litter, the last thing you want to do is have to tell your kids, hey, yeah, we're going to have to wait because the mommy dog lost the puppies, or the litter didn't take, or heaven forbid, the mommy dog died. These are all things that can happen in dog breeding. Are they common? More common than you'd think. About 80% of litters take. So you try to protect clients by putting them in a position of being truthful with them, as well as putting them in a position so that you are letting them know, yes, I indeed have a puppy right now here for you and your family. I know everyone likes to, quote unquote, get ready for a puppy coming or get ready for a dog, but especially with a puppy, if you're being told after the puppy has been to the vet, which is usually before 5 days old, you're going to have 6 to 7 weeks to plan for that puppy. I understand people get excited, but before you make a bad decision, before you choose expediency or a date because it's sooner over quality, understand again, this is 15 years, hopefully, of a commitment with this animal that you're going to have. Most people do not get to have 4 Labrador Retrievers in their house like me. Yes, we have 4. We also have a cleaning person that cleans up the lower levels because labs are messy and shed a lot. I digress. Back to the topic. But if you only get 1 dog or 2 dogs, you want to make sure that that dog has the temperament to be a pet, has the ability to do whatever job you want it to do. You don't want to settle. I understand everyone gets excited. A lot of that excitement, almost all of that excitement, is because you have a dream in mind. You have that picture of that perfect dog. You have that idea of what you want. You've chosen the business or the kennel that you want to work with. Stick with those people. Stick with them. The only reason I could see not is if they weren't honest, if they were untruthful, but stick with those people so that you can be successful and have that dream. So I hope that helps with this part of the show. Next up, we are going to talk about training expectations, reality, and what goes into that with patience and how to be successful, and our tips section coming up after this. For the last 10 years, I've bought all of my vehicles from the Boucher Automotive Group in Janesville. If you want to get a great Ram truck or a great Ford truck, my son actually bought a used Chevy truck from them. They have fair prices, they have a knowledgeable, honest staff, and they really stand behind their products. You can go on their websites, frankboucherchrysler.net or gordyboucherford.com, and find out the inventory they have. Again, I know everyone's saying that it's so hard to find a vehicle. We've bought 3 vehicles this year during a time that, quote unquote, you can't find them. They have what you need, and they're a great company to work with. Check out Boucher. They ride with you every mile. If you're a serious person about the outdoors, or you love shooting, or you just want a great hobby, or all of the above, you need to check out Mech Outdoors. From their shot shell and metallic reloading to their clay target machines, you will get a quality product that will give you so much more enthusiasm about your participation in the outdoors, and also a great hobby that you can do with the whole family. Check out mechoutdoors.com for more. Welcome back to the show. Now let's talk about patience in our tip section when it comes to training. When I talk to people about training, the first thing you need to do is, before you put a deposit down with someone on their training program, understand what you're putting a deposit on. I have had numerous folks that want their dogs trained for hunting, and then at the end of 3 months, they're asking why their dog doesn't do blind retrieves and handling. Folks, that is an intermediate to an advanced skill that you get over a longer period of training than 3 months, usually at least 6 to 9 months in the first year, or over a 2-year period where you're doing one summer on gun dog and then probably a spring and a summer the next year when you're teaching your blind retrieve and handling. You have to know what your expectations are going in so that you're not disappointed or upset with the trainer when you pick the dog up. And a lot of that does fall also on the trainer. So this would be for trainers too. You want to make sure that you have people in a position where they understand where the dog will be at. Folks don't understand, in the big scheme of things, as a dog society, how long it takes or what goes into training. We see people trying to train handling to 7 and 8 month old puppies when none of the basics or groundwork has been built for the foundation of that dog's training for the future. What happens when you're trying to teach, I guess, the quote unquote fancy or fun stuff, is that you end up where you have a dog that doesn't have a good base built. As you build the house up, it completely collapses. Again, your base in your training is your obedience, your e-collar work, and your trained retriever force fetch. That takes 6 to 8 weeks on itself to get the dog through those different things and get it proofed. And during a good training program, you're also introducing him to different things and working on different field type experiences, but you haven't yet gone to the field until those are complete. So again, have your expectations in line. Have patience if you're doing the training yourself, and realize that whether you're having someone else doing the dog, train the dog, or you're training it yourself, you have to overall have patience in your expectations so that the dog is properly trained so that you can continue the dog's progress and work your way up. I understand that it is fun to get birds out for a dog and have them chase birds and have them do cool things and have them take hand signals and take them out and work with them in hunting situations. But again, we have to have the patience to get them through having the groundwork or the foundation built. So that would be your dog tip today, is patience in expectations and the training program that you have, so that you don't skip steps, so that you're going to have a dog that will be successful once you get to those fun things or cool things that you can do out in the field. So that would be the part of our training tip. Next, I want to talk about when you're going to book a hunt or plan a hunt, and how you need to have patience so that you are going to an area that is going to hopefully work out in the manner that you see in your hunt. All that and more coming up after this. Welcome back to the show. So, you're going to plan a hunt. A lot of the hunt planning comes down to finding an area that has the quarry that you're looking for, finding the time of year that will work for you, and then again, patience. I know I probably said that way more than we need. You could actually go back, we can make this into a drinking game, which would probably make someone quite inebriated if you're drinking alcohol. But patience is something you need to have when you're planning a hunt. Whether it's having patience and waiting for the crew that you want to go with, or if you're going with a guide service, you might have a wait for a good guide. The last thing you want to do is invest a bunch of money into a trip and have it be unsuccessful. Now, success is also an expectation thing. When you are going on a hunt, you always have to understand that just because you're going on a hunt does not mean you're going to be successful. But your planning will put you in the best chance for that success. Guide services that are good are going to have a wait, probably not have prime time available, maybe even for a few years. Some states you have to get preference points, whether it's for big game. I don't think any have. No, there are a few actually for waterfowl where you can put in for a license and not get it. So find the area you want to go, research the time of year to be there, and then plan your trip. And don't worry about it being a trip that's going to be for the next season, but set it up so that you can have a hunt of a lifetime for yourself. I was very fortunate in my life to get to go on probably 10 hunts of a lifetime every year when we were filming with TV. But that was quite easy because they wanted us there. It was a marketing partnership so that they had to have us there so that we were helping market their product. When I'm planning out my own hunts like I'm going on an elk hunt with my son. It was his graduation gift. We plan that out, and it's going to be a 3-year wait. So keep that in mind, keep your patience, and plan your trip. So I hope you guys enjoyed our show today about patience, whether it's puppies, training, or planning a hunt. Again, hunting is so much fun. Put the time and effort in, research, get yourself planned out, whether it's buying a puppy, doing the training on a dog, or planning your hunt. Make sure you get to have that hunt of a lifetime. I want to thank everyone for listening to today's show. Please, if you have questions, email me, sportingdogtv@gmail.com. Please share our show, give it a 5-star rating, thumbs up, let everyone know about our show. It is the fastest growing dog-related podcast in the market, and we are incredibly proud to have you listening to us. Thank you again so much, and God bless. I am going to be the first to admit that sometimes kennels are kind of unsightly in the house. My wife for years was telling me how we needed to find something that wasn't just a kennel, but a piece of furniture. She showed me DCT kennels a long time ago, and we finally got with them, and we have partnered with them as a sponsor for Sporting Dog Adventures. DCT Kennels is more than a kennel, it's a piece of furniture. It is high quality, American made, and something you need as a focal point in your home. For more information, check out dctkennels.com. You will not be disappointed. Happy holidays from our sponsors at Trupanion, medical insurance for the life of your pet. With Trupanion's Breeder Support Program, breeders can gift their buyers a special offer of Trupanion policy coverage when they pick up their new puppies. If you're a breeder like me, it's a great way to give you and your buyers peace of mind. To learn more and sign up for Trupanion's free breeder support program, visit trupanion.com/breeder and be sure to tell them that Sporting Dog Adventure sent you.
Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy, run. Everything you need.